Yo, what's going on, guys? All right, welcome back to, what is this episode? Did I name this 4? It might be 5. I might have messed up the title, whatever. Episode 4 or 5 of Champions of the Force podcast. Today, we have 2 special guests. We have Cole and orangethesaberguy. So you guys know Cole is the Grey Ghost Jedi from TikTok. We're going to get them in here right now. What's up, guys?
How's it going?
I'm hearing
great.
An echo right now.
An
From
echo?
what?
Your intro.
Still? Oh, it was
Yeah.
like... it's just the end of the
it
recording.
fades out.
It should be
Yeah.
good, Is it episode 4? KT, I think I messed up, bro. Because I did. It's technically 5, and I think I named it 4. I'll fix it after. I think. Let me just make sure.
Let me just double check real quick.
The audio is still really weird for me.
Really? I'm not having issues.
I'm hearing a replay of everything up till this point.
Oh, do you have it open on another tab on TikTok or something?
Do you have YouTube open?
Because it might be that.
If you have the stream open in YouTube, that's probably why.
Sure, hold on.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up.
Wait.
Yeah, this is supposed to be episode 5. Shit.
Oh,
well, it's all right.
it's fine. You're good.
I need to start checking. I lose track, dude. On my daily, videos, when I was doing them a couple months ago, I would always mess up the dates every time.
Dude, I always when I'm doing homework and stuff, and it's in advance, I always forget to change the date to the accurate one. So it's why is the date for 4 weeks ago?
Right. Yeah.
But anyway,
better now.
Doing better.
I figured it out.
All right.
Gotcha.
All right. So I'll get into a couple of my questions, and then we'll start.
Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't figure it out.
Didn't figure it out?
What is happening?
Try leaving, closing your whole browser out, and then
I might have to do that.
Yeah, go ahead. You're good. You're good. We'll just skip the questions for now. We'll just talk until you get back.
All right.
So what's up, man? How you doing? How's everything going for you? You got anything special coming up?
Oh, I dropped something real quick. I mean, I'm broke. I've spent so much money on lightsabers.
Yes, sir.
I've been spending a lot of money on lightsaber fonts. People really like those videos. I don't.
Yeah, you're getting views on those, bro.
It makes me a little bit concerned. And that's a weird thing to say, but it's kind of weird. I spent so much effort on these certain videos, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna do so well. Oh, it's gonna be so amazing, and then it gets 4,000 views, and then the ones that I'm like, okay, I literally just I grab the saber and I'm like, oh, this one has really long windup. But you get the point. But I'm like, wow, look at this cool saber, and I get the light, and I'm like, wow, look at this. And then I turn it off, and it gets 4 million. I was like, what in the... Bruh, I spent so much effort on this other video, and you're just going to It's so... The algorithms.
I did my my daily spinning, daily duet videos for 80 days. I wound up stopping because I was going out of town and stuff, and I couldn't really do it for a couple weeks. So I was just I'm going to scratch that idea. But I did one where it was this kid dancing in a Mandalorian outfit, and I danced in the duet. And it got 7,000 views, and that's one of my highest views videos. So I'm like,
nice.
What's going on here? What is this?
I know.
Out of all this hard training and spinning I do to get better, and none of those get views. So that's cool.
Well, I mean, at least you're practicing, dude. I cannot spin worth garbage. It's so funny because everyone's
watch Cole.
Honestly, dude, your spins are pretty good. I'm over here. I'm like, wow, I can do the Obi Annie. I'm a professional.
Cole's nuts.
Oh, you know.
With the Bane. I gotta get a curved tilt, bro. I gotta try it.
It's on the wrist.
Oh, yeah, it's you can hear it popping. Nah, I'm gonna get arthritis. I swear.
All right, so we'll go into my first question here. Either one of you guys can answer first. Where did you guys get your username from? No, you're good. It's awesome.
Oh.
But explain your usernames. What got you those names?
This is a very long backstory. And it's edited. The orangethesaberguy thing was literally just something that I thought up off the top of my head, but the orange does have significance. Also, this is purely by coincidence. I just chose to wear an orange shirt. That was not intentional. So when me and my brother and one of our friends played Xbox 360, like Call of Duty Zombies back in the day, like oh man, that was so fun thinking back. But we were like, oh, there's all these good gamers have like gamer clans, you know? That's like the cool thing that people are doing right now. And so what we're like, well, we can't just like all be the same things. What if we're like ninjas? But you got to be interesting. So we're sock ninjas. So what we did, it's weird, bro. We were like,
hey, no judging, bro. No
like,
I mean, I kind of want some context.
Okay, so I would give you context if I could remember the context, but I genuinely do not remember. So it's like we're ninjas. We wear socks, but we can't just all be the same sock ninja. That's lame. What if they're colored socks so we can differentiate? And it's like really awful. So my brother was like green sock ninja. He's got like bright green socks. Friend was like blue sock ninja, and I was orange sock ninja. And we're like, yeah, we're real gamers now. Let's go play Minecraft and
playing
do some
Royale battles.
Yeah, I mean, but it was Xbox 360 and we only had one computer, so it wasn't like Bed Wars or anything. It was like, let's play Spleef on the battle mode on Xbox 360 or whatever.
I think we all go through that stage.
Yeah. And then eventually we broke up, like the group fell apart. It was just me and my brother. And then it's still just us, so it's just green and orange, and that's been my username for forever. Orange Sock Ninja. That's shortened, by the way. The original was the Orange Sock Wearing Ninja. That's my entire username, and I'm like, yeah, let's shorten that a little bit. So yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then I was like, here in like October, November last year, I was like, I really should get TikTok. Like I've been a Redditor for forever, man. Like I've like, yeah, Reddit, it's red flags, so I'm gonna get on TikTok. So hey, it's my brother.
There's the green one.
He is. Yeah, it's my brother.
There we go. He fixed it too. Let's go episode 5.
It's Green Sock himself.
Yep. That's my brother.
The infamous.
Yeah, he's a real character. Anyway. But then I was like, I really should get TikTok, but I do lightsaber stuff. I'm not just gonna be Orange Sock Ninja. I don't wear a ninja costume. Like, so orange, it's like my main thing. The Saber guy is like pretty straightforward. So yeah. Anyway,
that's a good story, man.
I mean, dude, I would explain more, but it was so long ago.
Yeah,
I don't remember. So.
Dude, I can tell you, I had so many different Xbox names, man. My dad actually made my first one, and it was Corp Hudson, and that's an alien character, and I had that for like the longest. But
I can't list every single.
Yeah,
Xbox 360.
It would take a long time, but.
Dude. I mean, I got like 6.
6.
So like, yeah. So it was. Puffer Nevlin. I can't even explain how that name came into existence. I don't understand. And then it was, I think it was Minecraft Noob 24.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I was one of those kids.
Classic Xbox player.
Oh yeah, Minecraft Noob 24, and then it was The Antidote because that sounded so cool. I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. And then it was Terraria Wizard because I play Terraria a lot, still play it. But like, and then I was like, that's lame. Let's change it up. And it's been Orange Sock Ninja for forever. I think I still have Puffer Nevlin on my Xbox, but I had like a secondary account that I changed. So anyway,
Cole, you said Xbox like it's a bad thing. What do you play? You play PlayStation?
You PlayStation guy?
I'm a PlayStation man, son.
I have a theory.
I was an Xbox guy.
Oh,
Xbox people use Profi. PlayStation people use Crystal Focus. I think I have a theory. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I feel like
now that you mention it, like, you know, I was talking to AJ Ryan. I don't know if you know him. He does cosplay. I was talking to him and I was like, yo, why do you keep trying to peer pressure me to, you know, do stuff with Profi? I have Profi sabers. That's enough. I don't have to do anything with the board. And he's like, Cole, I will convince you. I'll make a config for you, and I will get you on Profi. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I like CFX. Let's make this a board wars. You know, you have Profi, I have CFX.
Yeah. I was talking to Carly on my last podcast, and she was saying that CFX is just the way to go, man. It's apparently
I mean,
way easier.
It is. Lot more user friendly. Well, something that's really interesting is a lot of companies are using Golden Harvest now. I heard. Yeah, I mean, my brother has a Golden Harvest board. I'm personally not a big fan, but then again, I am like Profi Master Race, so like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but it depends on what you're looking for. But something with Profi though, you really, really got to be careful when you're editing it, because I have almost messed up this Saber so many times. But you could do some crazy stuff with it. And that was the thing when I first started looking at boards to install. I was like, well, I already have Profi boards, but you could do some crazy stuff, and you can't do any of that with Crystal Focus. But I don't know if you've seen any of the stuff that
now,
I know. I've seen like Crystal Focus YouTube channel. They have like custom designed like blade styles for some of these fonts now with a lot of grayscale font stuff, and they're nuts. I'm like, I wish I could do that on Profi. So it's like we're kind of bridging the gap between the two now. It's pretty
Other
crazy.
than Saber Trio, who else has CFX?
Bendu Armory, Vader's Vault,
the high-end people.
Oh yeah, it's like all high-end stuff. But with the Golden Harvest, it's
sometimes Corbanth does those limited edition installs where they offer CFX. But yeah, with CFX, if you make a mistake, you just fix it. It doesn't really... I mean, it does fuck up the board a little bit. One time I did have a corrupted config file, and I had to reformat my SD card, and that was like the most painful process. But like with Profi itself, if you mess up with the code for like a sound font, even something little as that, like
it won't work. Like it's like the most painful thing to hear after you're done coding a lightsaber is you go like this, and you're like, okay, time to change sound fonts. It's like font directory not found. And you're like, gosh, dang it! Like I thought it was gonna work.
When I first got into it, man, I was struggling, bro.
It really makes you feel like a professional coder, and in reality, you're just copying from like FET263's blade style library. Honestly,
but yeah, go real quick. Where'd you get your username from, bro?
So I like Rebels. Underrated show. I know not a lot of people don't like the animation style, which is fair. Yeah. Coming off of Clone Wars and going into that, I was a little annoyed by that first, but I do like the story of it, and I like the Bendu, and I like when he says, I'm the gray. You know, Sith and Jedi do the Ashlam Bogan, but I'm the gray of the Force. So I really like that. And Ghost is just like, my last name is Casper. Casper, like the Ghost. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to go from there to Ghost and like Friendly Ghost. Everybody calls me Friendly Ghost. Fuck you. Sorry.
No, you're good.
No.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I do swear a lot, and you know, sometimes I get self-conscious about it because a lot of kids follow me, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm only responsible for what I say. So then I'm like, oh okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm kind of in a similar situation. I try not to swear too much, but I didn't grow up swearing. I grew up very sheltered, and so I was like, what are these strange mystical words? I'm like incanting some strange enchantment language when I say these swear words, and it still feels kind of off to me when I'm swearing, but like I'm trying to get more. It sounds so bizarre to be like, I'm trying to get more used to swearing.
Right.
Like that's a really weird. It's a really weird sentence to say, but like, anyway.
I don't have that problem because I grew up in Massachusetts, so I was always around swearing. Well,
I don't.
Growing up, like, you know, it's just kind of like something you do. Like, I don't think there's really a sentence that I say without like a swear in it. Like, unless it's in class or it's for like a job interview or something while at work. Like, I mean, unless I'm like, you know, shooting the shit with coworkers, but like, that, you know, in front of my parents, like, obviously I'm not gonna
Hey,
But
mom.
they swear to
No.
me, and that's like super uncomfortable because they see me as a full-on adult now since I'm 21. I'm not living with them anymore. So they're like, they swear
Unfiltered.
around me all the time. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. It's a new zone for me, but I'm dealing with it.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
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 Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was interrupting. You're good.
Oh, okay. No, you're good. My thing is my wife, like, we both have different views on this. You guys follow Gary V. You guys know who Gary V is?
Gary V?
Yeah, he's like I don't want to say he's like a motivational speaker, but he's like a business guy. He's just like an entrepreneur. But he's like super inspirational, bro. He's like, he curses all the time, and he there's this video he did where this girl was like, basically what Cole was saying is like, a lot of kids follow you, like, you don't think that affects them? And he's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if my kids,
that's essentially my thoughts.
Like, right. He's like, if my kid's teacher calls me and goes, hey, little Susie got a referral today because she said the F word. He's like, I got bigger things to worry about, bro. Like, I don't care about that. It's just a word. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. If she called me and you're like, she's doing like something like drugs, and I'm like,
right, yeah,
that's like major concern. But if it's just like she said a bad word,
yeah, for me it's like, if you don't want your kids to watch my videos because I swear, don't let them watch my videos.
Don't let them be on TikTok.
Don't let them go on TikTok, because there's
way worse stuff.
There is a lot worse stuff than me swearing while spinning a lightsaber that you can find.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of stuff on this,
dude. Sometimes it's impulse though, because it's like you're spinning. I duel not frequently, but like when I duel, I always hit my fingers, regardless if I'm wearing protection, if I'm like fully armored up. I literally bought like rubberized gloves with finger pads just so I wouldn't whack my fingers. And of course, whenever I go to duel, I can't find them, so I just don't use them. And so every single time, my brother just freaking on my fingers, I'm like,
I remember back in the day. I used to duel all the time. That shit hurts.
It's not pleasant.
I don't stop when that happens. See, I grew up doing martial arts. I never used protective padding, so my fists are very calloused. So whenever I get hit on the knuckle from a blade, I get pissed off, and that's when I get
so you go full
harder. I go full on gambit. Like, my adrenaline pumps up, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is
what kind of martial arts did you do, bro? What kind?
Yes.
So I started off with karate, then I went off karate to focus on football because I just started playing football, and then it was a mixture of on and off karate, a little taekwondo at some point. And then when I got out of high school, I started getting back into karate again, and then I started doing some mixed martial arts training. And then, along with that is just like, a little bit of kendo because I did some karate, and then, really just going online and just like practicing sword forms from different sword martial arts and just like doing it over and over again until I got it right. And then like for spinning, I did that since I was like a kid, just watching Star Wars and just trying to be like Anakin Skywalker.
Right. Of course.
That's pretty much it.
The go-to, man. All right. So on the topic of TikTok, what inspired you guys to start posting?
Ooh.
I have a good story for this, but I think I should go last.
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
Mine's like stupid, so you're good.
So one of my friends at the time, she was into TikTok dances, and me and my friend would kind of just roast her about it, like, why are you succumbing to trends to get like? And she would be like, I want to get TikTok famous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could be my nerdy douchebag self on TikTok. Just be myself. Spin lightsabers. Be a complete nerd. And I guarantee I will get more views than you on your stupid video.
Ooh, so it was spite. So it was like,
it was a
That's
bet.
good.
It was
That's
a bet.
good.
And she was like, all right, do it. All sassy. And we're not friends anymore.
Here we are now.
Hey, I mean, how many followers are you at now?
I don't like to talk about it because like I have people in real life that are like, oh, that's so cool. You have all these followers, man. I'm like, no, I don't. It was just luck. I was just there at the right time, and I don't think about it that way at all. Like, you know, I'm not like, hey, do you know who I am? I'm the Great Ghost Jedi on TikTok.
I'm better than you. No,
No,
I get that, dude. I feel that.
I'm very socially awkward. I don't like parties. I don't I I just, you know, I don't really care. Like, it's cool, but I don't give a shit.
Right.
So
you'd still be posting even if you didn't have all this.
Yeah, I'd still be doing it.
It.
Like, it's just fun for me. Like, it was mostly just like, and then COVID hit, and then it was just helping me with my mental health,
right,
and staying connected with the world. So, I and it kept me active. Like,
right.
I have a huge appetite. I like to eat a lot of food. I love so much food. Like, I love every type. So doing martial arts and keeping me with it every single day is actually really nice. So it helps a lot with it.
I agree.
Dude, you're preaching to the choir here, honestly. I'm like the socially awkward thing, doesn't like to go to parties thing. I don't like doing that. It makes me feel really awkward. The last time I went to like a dance, dude, school dances, they freak me out. I'm like, those terrify me. And luckily I'm like the last month of my senior year. Like, dude, oh, okay. Here, I have never been to a school dance since like middle school, because in middle school there was this girl that I really liked, and then I went to the dance. Like, we were like, oh yeah, do you want to dance together at the dance? And she's like, yeah, sure. And then I go to the dance and she's dancing with another guy, and that like crushed me. I've never recovered. Dude, that sucked.
Yeah,
but
hard.
Yeah, but I think I was setting my expectations a little high, so now I realize. But I don't like to talk about middle school. Middle school was a bad dude. Middle school sucked for me. That was like right around the time where I was like really starting to get into Undertale. So if that tells you, like, I would wear sweatpants all the time. I would wear coats all the time. Sans was my favorite character, and I was like, I'm gonna be Sans always. I'm gonna always wear a coat, always wear like sweatpants or shorts. It was so gross. And I was like, I want to go back and just like whiteboard, like erase all of that.
Hey, but you wouldn't be the person you are today, though. Don't ever.
I mean, that's the thing is I've learned from that. Like, I don't want to ever be that again, you know?
See, it's interesting. You guys both say that you guys are both like, you know, not party people. I'm not either, but I come from more of like a neutral standpoint. Like, I'm in the middle of the two types of personalities. Like, I don't like to go to parties. I'll go, and it's not my favorite thing ever, but I'm also like very sociable. Like, I was always like squad leader in ROTC. I did like you know, I coach basketball teams and stuff like that, so I'm very sociable when it comes to stuff that I know what I'm talking about. So like school projects and shit that I don't study for, I'm like you know, I'm like a little freaked out. And then when it's stuff I know, like basketball, Star Wars, stuff like that,
like, I mean,
all day, bro.
When you're like confident in it, and you're like, it's free to talk about it. Like, you know what you're doing. So kind of.
I'm like that too, but it's funny you were saying your school dance story. I did the opposite. Is I had a girlfriend at the time. She was very like, you know, and I was dating pretty young for my age, like sophomore year of high school. I guess it's not young, but it's still not like at the point of life that you're mature enough to date. So I was dating this girl, and she was very drama, and as a man, I did not know how to deal with that. So I got anxious from it, and I broke up with her, so I didn't have to go to the prom dance.
Oh
my god, savage, dude. Bro.
I just didn't want to go to prom, and I just definitely did not want to go with her. So I broke up with her over text, and then, you know, I met her later on in the day to officially like,
it's like that's like you don't want to talk about it. Like,
can we just go? And then her friends texted me like, why'd you break up? You guys were such a nice couple. And I'm like, I got anxiety, I got depression. I mean, it's not gonna work.
Bro, I did. I broke up with a girl once in 6th grade. So I was in elementary school. I was like a player, bro. Especially when I lived in New York. Like all the girls loved me in elementary school. Like we went to a parent teacher like I don't know what you call it.
I'm sure your wife is loving this. I'm sure
probably
your wife
the
is loving
PTC
this.
parent teacher conference thing.
Like, yeah, but it was for like more than just me. Like it was a bunch of like people in the auditorium, right?
Oh,
and I remember, dude. So all these girls liked me in elementary school. The one girl I liked was there, and I was like getting ready to go say hi to her. She looks over me, and then like this girl like runs up behind me and gives me a hug. Dude, the look the other girl that I had a crush on gave me was like, I'll never forget. She was so
yeah. But
yeah, so then through middle school, I started hitting puberty, bro, and like I just was ugly. It was not fun. And through middle school, I had like 1 or 2 girlfriends, and the one in 6th grade, I broke up. I had my friend go over and tell her. She was pissed.
Oh,
it is what it is.
Dude,
like, hey, go tell her I don't want to date her anymore. And he did. He just walked right up to her and told her. I was like, I bet.
Yeah.
But,
well, I feel like if I played my cards differently in middle school, I probably could have, but I did not play I literally chose like the worst possible cards. I was like that cringy antisocial weirdo kid that was into like Undertale, and instead of doing like fun school activities, I would like code video games on Scratch in the computer lab. Like I don't code anymore. It was fun.
Right.
We would play Uno during lunch. That was fun. But like no, it was my luck was the worst in middle school because it was either like no one liked me. It was like the really creepy stalkery like the weird because I was like nice to them and they're like, you're mine now. Like, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't date a lot of different people, but like the people I tried to date they were decently long relationships, but through high school I only had two girlfriends, one freshman year, one senior year. I don't even call her a girlfriend. Like it was like
a short thing. Like
no, it was a while. It was more like a girl that I liked was kind of playing me, so I kind of like played into it for too long. Unfortunately, yeah.
So you're like. You kind of didn't turn out very well, so
yeah, it just kind of like led me on for a while.
Yeah, I feel that.
But what is your guys' favorite part about making content? Like, what gives you the most joy about posting?
Well, that's the thing, though, is like for me, well, when I first started posting, I was just posting because like I have ADHD, and and my brain just like boom, ideas, and I was like, I've always wanted to be on YouTube. Like I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, but that is such an unapproachable like goal to set to be like, I'm going to be a huge YouTuber. It's impossible. Like it's so oversaturated even in the lightsaber community. So I was like, might as well try TikTok. Maybe that'll go well. And now I'm where I'm at. So the thing I enjoy is like the interaction and the ideas that people give me. Like, I'm like, hey, what do you guys want to see from me now? And they're like, could you do like a croissant lightsaber, which is a thing, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, like the Carl croissant. Yeah, no, dude, it's hilarious. But people will suggest me things, and I was like, ooh, and because my creative juice is flowing, and then I'll go and make like a funky, weird sound font, just like a little sampler, and throw it on my saber, and it's just like I like that. It gets people give me ideas, so I don't have to think. And then
speaking of sound fonts, how are we doing on the Corridor Crew sound font,
dude?
Coming along, or
wait, you're making one?
Yeah. Well, so what I did is I went onto the video, and there was a couple spots where there wasn't like the backtrack, the music in the back makes it really, really difficult.
Yeah.
So a lot of the ignitions, I had to grab like the weaker ones. And so what I tried to do is I tried to get in contact with Corridor. No success. I'm not surprised. But what I had to do is I had to go on to like Audio Jungle and like grab all these like royalty free sounds and just like cut out the parts that didn't have it. I'm not saying that I was committing piracy, but I probably was. Anyway, and so I was like editing it together, and it sounds pretty good so far, but I haven't touched that sound font in like 2 months. So like,
I want it so bad.
Well, I mean, it's the thing though, is like the way my brain works is like I start working on a project and I'm like, ooh, another idea. And so I start working on that one instead of finishing the old one. Because like right now I got like 5 sound fonts that I've been working on. I got Broadcast, that one I was working on. I've got there's an Eliminate. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's like a EDM artist. He did one. It was like super funny. And
I think I saw
making
your
it.
video on it though.
Oh, wait.
Did you do a video on it?
I don't think
something with like that stuff or something.
I don't think I've done that one yet, but there was also another one that I did called Binary, which is pretty much done.
Maybe
that was another sound font, and then there's all the other goofy ones that I've been working on, like the Corridor one. There was like the joke sound fonts, like the Sudden Death one, the Virtual Riot one. There's a bunch of other stuff that I've been working on, but it's like my brain's like pew, pew, ideas, and then I'm like, I got to do that now, or else I'll forget. And so
start writing them down.
Yeah, I need to like have a notebook next or like a little tab open on my computer and just write down like sound font ideas. But I got a lot in works, but nothing's finished, and I really need to get like a website made so people can just go download the fonts. But I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I really need to. Like,
that'd be dope.
Anyway, that was a long tangent.
What about you, Cole? What's your favorite part about posting and making content?
This is going to be my last question. I do have to go, and I'm very sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I honestly don't know, because lately I've been thinking like, wow, it's really oversaturated now, because when I started, I was like one of the, like, I think there was like 6 and 7 accounts in the really beginning that were really popping off. It was like me, Carly, Slayas, Luke's Lightsabers, like all of them. And then there's a lot of other people in the community, which I love now. But I think I've just been screwed over by a lot of shadow bans and like random bans because of the community guidelines. And I'm still getting plenty of views. Like I don't really care about the views. I think it's really awesome. Like when I see someone saying like, your video helped me learn this trick because everybody else's was like a little bit too confusing, or like, you know, sometimes I'll get DMs on Instagram saying like, hey, I really appreciate you. And that makes me feel really good.
Yeah.
And I also like feel like I'm a good teacher because I've helped people learn something. Because I see a lot of creators out there like, hey, I'll teach you a lightsaber move if you join my paid class.
Right.
And I'm like, really? Come on.
Boom. Wow. Like,
come on.
Yeah.
It's like a 4-part video to learn the Obi Annie, and you're like,
yeah. I will say though, Cole, you
Akula
are my 2 like go-to favorite people to watch to learn anything.
Awesome.
I had him on my first episode, dude. He is fantastic. He's got some good stories too. A lot of wisdom from him. He's been through a lot of shit. So
he's teaching me how to do a B twist right now, and I'm just trying to get into shape better. I can do a butterfly kick, but I gotta get more into shape so I can do this B twist, because I think that'd be really cool with hey,
yeah, see.
Katie Kenobi, go check him out. He's dope.
Nice.
But yeah, I want to do a B twist so I can add that into my combat, because my Saber style is very aggressive.
Yeah,
and I like putting so much kinetic energy and different spins into my attacks, and I think a B twist would be really cool.
I've been thinking about picking up some martial arts, man.
Dude,
definitely do. It helps a lot. I worked with bow staff in martial arts, so that definitely translates. And I hate when all those Rey haters are like, she uses a bow staff. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, come on. I used a bow staff in karate, and now I can spin like Darth Maul. What do you think Ray Park used to do all those
things?
Like what the fuck?
He had martial arts training before he did that too, right?
He was doing kung fu for Darth Maul, and you know, bow staff is in a lot of martial arts. That's what he was using. I don't get what people are saying. But, I do have to go.
Weird. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for having me on. I will definitely stay on for a full episode next time.
Anytime you're free, let me know, bro.
Yeah,
yes, I mean, I'm so sorry.
No, dude, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
I was really having fun, and I'm just dreading this.
People got life.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back eventually.
All right, man. See you later, bro.
I'm gonna go.
Thanks for
have a
stopping
good one,
by.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good
Thank
seeing
you again. This was awesome.
Of course.
Bye.
First podcast. Glad to have you. All right. Nice.
All right. So we'll go into a couple other questions I have here.
Gotcha.
So this is going to be the username question, and this one are going to be 2 that I ask everybody. I should have asked this of Cole before he left. But your favorite Star Wars song? Which one?
Oh, dude, I don't. Okay, so I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not like so heavy a Star Wars fan that I remember everything and like the names of everything. But
you can tell me the part. I'll know the song.
Like the Binary Sunset theme is like it's so good. But I have a little bit of a bomb to drop. I'm not gonna name any of the Clone Wars songs because I've never seen the Clone Wars. I'm sorry.
What? Really?
I've never seen Clone Wars.
Damn.
I've never seen Rebels either.
Dude,
either
go
of them.
check them out, man. They're really
I know.
good.
I need to watch them. I'm so busy. I'm like,
just throw episodes on, man, when you're just chilling, when you're doing anything else. You really don't have to pay attention too hard. A lot of filler episodes. Like even if you wanted to go online, if I can find it, I'll send it to you. There's a list of the
filler episodes not to watch. Like
it just skips over those, and there's only like 20 something episodes that like really matter, plus the movie. So
fair enough.
And then Rebels, I don't know.
I watched Bad Batch. Bad Batch was fun, but like I don't really know the backstory of the characters. I know, right? I know.
If you like Bad Batch, bro. If you like Bad Batch was fun. Clone Wars. Clone Wars is so much better.
I'm excited but skeptical for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, it could be good, it could be bad. I don't think the Inquisitors look that bad. I don't know why.
It would be hard for them to mess it up, is all I'm gonna say. And if they do, I'm still gonna watch any show they come out with because it's Star Wars. But at the same time, bro, like if they fuck this up, I have no hope for anything else they can do. This is the easiest. There's the most content.
It's like
on Obi-Wan.
You got the Inquisitors. You got like Rebels. You've got a bunch of these characters. If I see Cal Kestis in there, I'm absolutely gonna flip my shit.
Right. That's my thing, bro. These are the two main characters of Star Wars. Like Kenobi, like trains the main character of the original trilogy. Yeah. So he's a main character himself. Anakin is literally the chosen one who goes through all of Star Wars, other than the sequels. Like he's part of them, but like he is the main focus of the first 6 movies. Like if they fuck this up, they're not.
No hope.
Star Wars.
No hope. I mean, because if they mess this up, you can only imagine how they're gonna mess up the Ahsoka show, and you're like,
and if they fuck that up, I'm done,
dude. That's gonna piss me off so bad because like I don't even. I still haven't seen the Clone Wars, and Ahsoka is one of my favorite characters. Like straight up, you know. Bro, that's such a cool hat. Like,
Amazon, buddy. But yeah, Ahsoka's my go-to, man. I love Ahsoka. I'm planning on getting a sleeve with mostly Ahsoka and Clone Wars stuff on it. So tattoo sleeve.
Nice. Dude, I need to get tattoos. I've been planning on it forever. I think as much as I like Star Wars, I'm probably gonna get like the 4 nations from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hey.
I'm like my arm.
I don't know if you can see, but I have you can't really see it, but these are Avatar stickers all right here.
Nice. Yeah.
I love Avatar. We have a big tapestry kind of like this, but it's the map, and then it has a map, like of where they went in each season. Of where they landed and stuff.
So like the map of like the path that they took. That's really sick.
So it's huge. It takes up the whole wall. Like it takes up the whole wall in my room. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm a big Avatar fan. What was I gonna say? Oh, so my favorite Star Wars song is the ending of A New Hope. The Throne Room is what it's called.
That song.
It's classic, bro.
That one's so good. That one's really good. You're like, wow, it's finally like they did it. Woo! Yeah. And then like the original version with the no sound and like the coughing and the squeaking of R2D is like, it's hilarious, dude. I love that video. It's so good.
For your sabers, how many hilts do you have, man? You have a bunch of them, or you kind of just a couple like go to ones?
Not including the ones that'll be on their way soon. I have I gotta count. And I'm counting the non-installed ones.
Yeah.
So I have like the remnants of an old in-hill LED saber. There was an LGT like parts saber, but the chassis died, and so I just used the parts on another LGT saber. So I have my first NeoPixel, I have my dueling one, and then I have the technically 2 sabers, the Darth Maul saber from Dark Wolf. I have this bad boy. This is the one that I built, and then I have my Luke Skywalker saber from KR Sabers that I still have not installed because it's a pain. Right. I've had so many issues with it. I'm not going to get into that. But and then I technically my brother's Saberforge Disciple. I've been holding on to that because he's been in the military out of country, so I've been holding on to that. But I don't know if I count that one.
Yeah, he asked me if I did ROTC. I didn't, and I forgot to answer it, but yeah, I did in high school. I did 2 years. I was planning on joining the military here recently too, but some complications with a peanut allergy prevented that. So yeah, didn't get to do that. So
dang,
good times.
Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sabers.
Yeah.
9 including the ones that are on the way.
Yep.
And then 10 if you include my brother's, which I don't because it's his. 11 if you really want to count the spare parts, but it's not a functional lightsaber. So and then what? Don't do it.
Yeah, I can't. I can't do it. So
yeah, he's anyway. But what I really want to do is Corbanth's Darksaber through NeoPixel.
I want one so bad.
I know. I want to buy one so bad, but it's $700, and I'm like,
yeah. My mom cosplayed, or she does. She's part of the Mandalorian Mercs, is a group that does what's it called? Like cons and stuff. She made her own Mando armor, and I want to do a Mando cosplay, like actual Mando from the show, just because the graphite rub on his armor, the color that it makes is so sick. I plan on doing sabers like that for the site. So that might happen. But yeah, I want the Darksaber and that cosplay so bad. It'd just be, dude, imagine walking into a room and that's on a mannequin. It's like just sitting there.
Yeah,
it's just like all set up ready. You just hop in it and it's good to go.
Dude, like freaking power armor from Fallout. You're just like
right. Yeah.
Nah. And I was like, the Darksaber from Corbanth is really cool. But if I don't go with that, Ripper Blades has some really cool Darksaber blades for just regular sabers.
Right. Yeah.
But even then, they're like $400.
Really?
So yeah. Well, I mean, they're all custom made. Like the NeoPixel Darksaber blades, they're custom built. And I was looking at them. I actually did a video recently. I was like, I want one. Because people have keep suggesting, is like, can you make a black lightsaber, like a black core, and then like, and I'm like, that's not how NeoPixel blades work. I wish, but if you guys want to like,
close
fun, like, but like, nah. I mean, because I'm broke, I'm like, I would love to buy one. If I had the money right now, I would immediately buy a NeoPixel Darksaber blade, or he has another one. It looks like a regular blade, but it's like got like black cracks all over it. So it's like a regular NeoPixel Darksaber blade, like a regular blade. They're so sick.
Cool. I'll have to check that out. I haven't heard of them before. So
yeah, Ripper Blades makes some good stuff.
I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, but they also have they have in-hill LED blades too. So if you don't want to,
I thought about buying. There's a katana blade on Etsy for baselit. I thought about just getting one because I think it'd be cool, but
yeah, Ripper Blades has like 7 different katana blades. Yeah, and they've got spears, they've got cleavers, like different.
I've seen like axes and stuff before. That's dope.
Yeah,
that's cool,
I mean, if you're a huge fan of She-Ra, he's got the She-Ra sword.
Oh yeah,
like, yeah, it's a.
Honestly, I've been thinking about. I haven't seen anyone do it, and I didn't want to talk about it, but I'll just say because I probably won't do it anytime soon. But I haven't seen anyone take a core with the Thor sound font on it and put it into linear. Put it into his hammer. Imagine, like, tell me that wouldn't be fucking dope.
I saw a while ago that someone did. They had like the Saber Trio Valken, the NeoPixel one, and I think what they did is they it might have been an in-hilt, but like a crystal focus in-hilt or something like that. They got like the brick, and it was like a blade that just went into the thing,
into the
handle. Yeah, but like, I don't think I've seen an entire integrated thing before.
That's what I'm talking about doing. Like,
that would be really sick.
Even
like
have it like hollowed out with LEDs in it, so it looks like crackles in it. Yeah, it'd be so insane.
If you could do like a part for LGT, like,
dude,
parts,
that might be a good idea.
You could like customize it, so you could have like a double hammer staff. And you're like, nah, but that would be really sick,
bro. On the LGT catalog, I was looking through it when we were picking out what hilt we wanted for the site. Dude, they have a fucking staff. It's like a lightsaber pike, bro. It's like,
really?
It's huge, bro. It's like bigger than a saber with a blade in it, and then you put the blade on the end. It's crazy looking.
Dude, I want to get one so bad. Here, if you could pull up a pic, because I've been looking for saber staves for forever, and I have yet to find one. So
Actually,
like,
the first one on their list.
really?
Yeah.
Dude, do they have a website or something? I haven't seen. Is it on
So
Etsy or?
for LGT, you have to order through Alibaba, but it's like a Chinese site. But you have to order in bulk. You can't order singular. That's why it's like it sucks.
And that's why probably a lot of places don't have that, because it's like
exactly.
Not everyone's gonna buy it. You gotta know where to get it. That's kind of disappointing, but I mean,
check that out.
What? That's
Isn't that
sick.
Crazy? That's so huge, bro.
That's crazy.
Look at the
but you have to order it in bulk?
Yeah, you have to order at least 15 of them.
So that would be
165.
I'm considering.
Empty.
Just have all of them linked together.
Empty hill. Yeah, right. A giant.
Like ride a horse
pole.
and just like
So $70, you need 15. Let's see. I'm bad at math.
I'm bad. Yeah, dude, same. That's 7. I hate 7s. And then a 15.
$1,000 and $50. 50.
So you could buy. Does it include the blade too? Like the extra.
That would be for empty hill. $90 for baselit. And
ouch,
140
bro,
for
that's money.
But they got some cool stuff on here, man.
Yeah, I mean,
like you can see where
LGT's got some great stuff. Like, I mean, honestly, some of their hilt designs are really sick. Oh, something I was actually considering. Os Sabers. I don't know if you've been on their website before. It's like Australia specific. But they have their Insidious hilt, but it has a custom grayscale font on it. You can only get it from that saber. And I was like, I might just buy it for the font.
Yeah, grayscale is amazing. He's very underrated.
I love his stuff. I have every single one of his sound fonts. Yeah, every single one. Because like I was his first Patreon supporter. Not to brag.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, I was his first Patreon, and so Steve, I don't know if you remember that one. Dude, it's my favorite font from him, and there's a lot of good ones, but that one's the most sentimental to me because
I like the twins. I like the twins, the two cats.
The Raw and the Crispity or
my favorite too. I love those.
Yeah, dude, they're great.
The first one I ever downloaded.
Dude, they're so good. Crispity is like the one that really got him noticed.
Yeah,
it was like the, when your shaper goes brr, like but and then the one that I have for my main font on the Crimson, this is what I named this one, or what my whatever. It's the Awaken. It was this first paid sound font. That's the one that I put on there because that one came out right as I finished building this. It was like 3 days before I finished building it, and that was the first one that I put on here.
Right.
So yeah,
man.
I enjoy sound fonts a lot.
He's got good stuff,
dude. They're amazing. I'm excited for.
That's your favorite font, you said?
What
would be your go?
It's not my
your
favorite.
Of all time? You gotta pick one favorite of all time. What is it?
One favorite grayscale font, like of all the sound fonts that I have.
Any font ever.
Oh, that's really hard.
Any Canon one, any.
I don't think you realize how many sound fonts I have.
I can imagine.
I have a folder called Saber fonts, and it's like 30 gigabytes.
Jeez.
Like it's not small. If I had to choose one, it would. Ooh. I'm just looking through all of them because there's some of them I'm like, ooh, that one's really cool, but oh man. Oh, that's rough, dude. That's a hard question, but I think my probably my favorite is going to have to go to. It's stuck between Endure and Crispity because like it's they're both very good, but I think I'm probably gonna have to go with Endure just because like that one. It's literally the perfect sound font. I don't think you can do better than that. Like it's, I mean, he probably will and can and is, but because that one came out Halloween and I was like, I'm ascending, dude. It was so good. I heard that for the first time and I was like,
I tend to stray towards the Canon ones more, but I really, really like Second Sisters. I didn't know I liked it so much, dude. I didn't know I liked it.
K-Sith or Kyberphonic?
It's actually the one that comes on the Xeno. I haven't bought one, but I plan on buying it for my property. Let me see.
Dang.
Where's that Saber?
Yeah, I think I don't have it installed on my Saber right now, but that one's amazing. Like the Second Sister sound font.
Yeah.
Does it say Second Sister? That one sounds like the
it
second
says
from
let me switch
Cyberphonic.
to it. It's the one that comes from Xeno, so I don't know where they get them, but it just says the second.
Oh, that one's not the Cyberphonic one.
I plan on buying it for Profi, but dude, I just didn't know I liked it so much, bro. It's so good.
Here, let's see if I can find, because I know K-Sith has a second sister sound font. I think that's the one that I have on mine. I think Cyberphonic also has one. Both of them really good. I don't think you can go wrong with either of them. Let's see if I can find it. Tragedy, the second, I think. Oh, never mind. They partnered for it, so it's Cyberphonic and K-Sith, so you can buy it at both websites.
Oh, dope.
But it's one of my favorites, dude. It's like
I didn't even
so
like
crunchy.
I said,
I love it.
I didn't even know I liked it. I didn't play Fallen Order. I played a little bit before when it first came out. I'm playing it again now.
I haven't played all the way through it yet.
I've watched the gameplay.
Maybe.
I've watched the gameplays and stuff. It's good, but I'm definitely having more fun now that I'm replaying it.
Gotcha.
When it first came out, I honestly didn't like it.
You didn't?
No, I really don't like the mechanics. I just don't think it takes enough skill, especially compared to now. Like we have Elden Ring. I don't know if you've played Elden Ring yet.
I haven't played it yet, but I can only imagine.
Oh my god, dude, it's so good. Like if it was anywhere close to that, I would play it so much more. But it gets repetitive for me.
I mean, they're making a second Fallen Order game right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to play it again. I've
Yeah,
been streaming it. I haven't done it for 2 weeks, but I'm trying to get through it. I want to do an hour every time I stream and then play through it again. So
yeah, I mean, I've been trying to branch out for video games, but I'm stingy with my money. I'm like, $60 for a video. Ugh.
Yeah.
And then I spend like $80 on sound fonts. And
right.
I'm like, dude, you were saving money. Like I had money in my bank account. Now I don't. So
no, you don't.
Nah, but yeah, it's I brain no work. So anyway.
Yeah. Hey man. So we'll do one or two more questions here. What's your favorite canon hilt from the movies?
My favorite canon hilt is from games included.
Yeah. Anything.
Oh,
it could even be like legend stuff if you really want.
Well, I think that the lightsaber whips are really interesting, but I can't see myself ever using one. And there are different hilts and whatever. Kylo Ren. Oh, dude, I'll get a lot of flack because people are like, the sequels, but I think there's one thing that people can really agree on is that Kylo Ren's lightsaber is awesome.
Badass.
Like it's so cool.
The concept is so well.
Yeah,
thought.
well, I mean that's the thing though, is I don't think we've seen crossguard lightsabers in a Star Wars movie up until that point. Because did Rebels come out after that? It came out after we saw after The Force Awakens, right? Or
I don't remember actually. That's a good question.
Okay, because I know
it was definitely after Force Awakens.
Oh yeah, it was in the final season of Rebels. I know that there's a crossguard that he picks up, but that was way after. I'm like, if that had been the first showing of a crossguard, that would have been really sick. But I think the fact that Kylo Ren's crossguard, we just saw it and everyone's like,
it was like a Darth Maul moment. It's like
it was like that is the same thing. It's like, and you're like, oh!
I love the thought behind it, like the cracked kyber crystal.
Kyber crystal, it's so
cool
interesting.
Concept. Yeah,
and that the instant that I saw his lightsaber, I fell in love with crossguard lightsabers, and it's been one of my dreams. It's a bit weird, but like a crossguard saber staff. So on one end it's a crossguard lightsaber, and on one end it's just a regular shorter lightsaber, like a pike almost.
Yeah, right.
But that's one of my favorites. Sick, but I think my favorite has to go to the open crystal chamber Star Killer hilt,
right? Yeah.
That a lot of companies make. I think it's not 89 sabers, but it's so sick. The double open.
Are you talking about Arc? On Imperial Workshop, it's called Arc Saber. Let me see. I'll pull it up. Here. See if it's the one. Because I have it. I hate it. I actually don't use it.
Is it not comfortable to spin?
Not at all.
I mean, that's the thing, though.
Is this the emitter?
No, not that one.
Not that one. Okay. Dude, I literally had to take a look at it. This looks weathered, but it's really not for what it looks. This is because these edges are so sharp.
They're sharpened. Why?
They're like 90-degree angles, bro. They hurt. So I literally sat here for an hour and a half, and I sanded these down, and then I wound up never using the saber again. So
Okay, so his okay, I might change my mind because it's a really beautiful hilt, but
Send it on Discord if you have a picture. I'll pull it up.
all right, so there's this one which there's been a ton of installs from let me save that and send it to you on Discord. There's this one which is really, really cool, but I think my favorite hilt has to go to the Pock store for their
Oh yeah, this is Starkiller. Yeah, I'll pull this up.
yeah. So if I can find it, it's their white.
So you obviously know who Carly is. If you go watch my last podcast, she actually has this saber. And just recently at Collective Con, right here on the emitter, she got it signed by Sam Witwer.
Nice.
She also has a Maul signed by Ray Park, which is insane.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Here, if I can find the saber, but it's very rare and not a lot of people have it. It's let me go most expensive because I'm pretty sure it's the most expensive saber on their website. Where is it?
Here, I got you with mine as you're looking for that. Ready? Boom. These are my go-to.
Oh yeah, is that the KR Sabers one?
These are I just searched Google picture, but these hilts in specific, Ahsoka's Rebel hilts are amazing. Especially if you read the Ahsoka book, dude, it explains like how she gets the white crystals and then she gets these after. These sabers are just gorgeous. I love the curve. It's like slight, so it's like not super noticeable, but I just love the design, bro. They're so cool.
Dude, they're so sick. Okay, so probably my favorite hilt that I've ever seen is the Ultimate Works VZ. Let me save this image real quick and I'll send it to you. But it's specifically the white. Oh my gosh, I just found the picture. It's the white version, and it is very rare. And I have yet to find it, and it's stupidly expensive, but I would absolutely buy this saber in a heartbeat. It is so cool looking. And the crystal chamber has this little door that's like on hinges and it like opens up. It's so sick. I love this saber so much. And I'm like, I would absolutely buy that.
Yeah, that thing's so clean.
It's really clean. And I don't remember whose saber it is, but it's I think it's one of the it's either KOTOR or Star Wars The Old Republic. I know it's High Republic era. So I just don't remember what lightsaber it is. It's the VZ. Which one was it again? It was the VZ2. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's so sick. I love that saber.
Real quick before I even pull up this next picture that I wanted to look at, dude. Disney ruins these sabers, bro.
Dude, okay, that was a thing.
Those are, bro.
That was my first complaint.
What is that?
So the new Cal Kestis hilt.
Huge.
I know. Well, okay, people are like, oh, well. But it's his Jedi Master lightsabers, so it's like if it's big, it makes sense because he's not human. I'm like, not that big. No. That's like Saber Club territory, dude. Like that's
this is a perfect example, bro. Look at this guy's hand. This is a big looking dude. Like he looks like a decent sized guy.
Is that like the Master? Which one is that?
These are the Disney sabers, the Legacy sabers,
bruh. And that's the thing that makes me really confused.
Ginormous. And you want to know how much they are?
How much are they?
I think they're like $400 something bucks.
For both of them or for one?
I think each are like $220.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
So yeah, here, this one's $350 for these two, for the Clone Wars ones. Those are huge as well.
Dude.
Here's the Ahsoka ones. Someone's got them posted for $1,400.
Jeez. When I first saw the Cal Kestis hilt, I'm like, I mean, it's cool that Cal Kestis has it as an official saber, but there are secondhand companies that make more realistic,
better ones,
cheaper. Like they're more realistic looking. Like if you go onto the Pock store,
I love Pock store's hilts, bro.
Dude, their hilts. Nice hilts. The Boars the Dragon Slayer hilt is so sick. But they have. Ooh, I didn't know Starfall Sabers has a custom speeder bike hilt.
You ready for my number one saber that I would pick if I wanted to get one installed? Ready?
Which one is it? Oh,
bro,
dude, I love katana sabers. They're so.
Oh my god, dude! Like, look at the wrap on this thing, bro. Even their let me go back. even their like MK3, which is the one before it, doesn't have the wrap, but bro, just the
It's
design.
still sick. They're still cool.
They have 4 of them. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, they all have different like.
Here's like the original. Yeah, there's 4. So here's the original. Here's the second one. Like they're clean, but dude, the 4th one, bro.
Dude,
oh my
that
God,
red,
with the wrap.
that red is so sick.
You can get the wrap different color too. So they have like different. Here, there's a blue one with the circle instead of the hex. I like the circle more. I think.
I actually prefer the hex.
Yeah,
but I don't know how
actually,
much I like
right.
the.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the symmetry of the hex. I think it looks better than the circle because it's not super like the design on the inside really doesn't sell it for me. But it's cool. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong. If you got any of those sabers and you had them custom installed, you would not be mad.
Yeah,
but
right.
I think I prefer the hex. Dude, it get the white. Dude,
I don't think there's gonna be a picture, but yeah, the white would
be cool.
But
dude, the white would be super cool. It would get so dirty though.
Yeah, that's true. I do really like this. I need to actually. I wish Cole was still here. I would ask him if he would mind telling me how much he paid to have that one installed.
Because I would totally. Sabers, right? Solo Sabers installed that. Yeah. My first install for a customer was for I'm blanking. My brain's not working, but I feel bad. Yeah, so my brother got the Saberforge Disciple, and he likes that. And I'm like, good for you. But the button on it is kind of like, it doesn't really work super well. I know it's such a sick looking lightsaber, but the first install that I did was of the Saberforge. I can't remember what model it was. The Adamant, the Saberforge Adamant.
Cole had to go. He told me before he hopped on he could only be here for about half the show, but he said he's going to be back, so we'll do another episode with Cole.
This is the one that I installed for a customer.
What's up, Crispy?
And this was such a weird saber to work on. Why did the image pull up, or is it just that file?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, but it was a really fun saber to work on. But it's a bit confusing. But and it was my first experience installing Saberforge, so it took me a bit longer than I was expecting. Their hilt designs are a bit bizarre because with this saber, there's like a little shelf on the inside that the pin connector like holder sits on, so it's not going to move around even if with that retention screw. It's like it sits in a solid metal part.
I do have a question real quick since you're here.
Yeah.
On the LGT cores, how do you take the battery like connectors off of the chassis? Because I have, let me show you what I'm talking about. Where's my little screw here?
The battery connectors?
Yeah, so where the batteries touch on each side, these pieces, where the battery connects. How do you pull those out? Because it looks like they just slide out, but I can't get them off. I don't want to break it. But I have this 3.0. It was from that arc hilt, so I don't have a piece to hold the pin in anymore.
Wow, that's probably
I want to switch this into a different core so I can still put the pins in. You know what I mean? Like because it's missing that top piece of plastic.
So it's a shorter saber or
no? So the reason it had connectors is because this piece connected to the bottom of the crystal. To light
it's a crystal chamber.
That's that hilt that I was showing you. Yeah. So I need a new core. I have a core to put it in. I just need to figure out how to get I took it all apart, got everything apart except the batteries. But I mean, we could talk about that in like our Discord call.
Is that a Xenopixel or like?
This is Profi.
Oh,
this is Profi.
I did not know that Profi had that.
Yeah, Imperial Workshop.
What? How did I not know about this? I've been looking for a crystal chamber saber for forever.
I mean, if you want mine, I can probably send. I don't have the base, but I have the top piece for it if you want it.
Hey, I mean, I'm probably fine. I'll probably just buy a new saber. The only cores that I have right now are an RGBX Crimson from Crimson Dawn and like 3 Profi board cores that are just standard from Dark Wolf sabers, and that's it. I don't have anything advanced, so
I'll have to get on with your on a Discord call with you and see if you can help me figure out one day, because I haven't been able to use my Profi for months now. Not months, it's been like a couple weeks, but
Wait, so can you go over what happened to it again for me? I just
basically it was in this, right? It was glued into this piece. This goes above the crystal chamber, and it was glued in. That was what was holding the prongs. But I didn't like that hilt, so I took that stuff out and put it into another saber, and I had this just resting on top of the core.
Yeah.
And after using it, the glue came undone and the pins fell down like lower. So there's nothing to hold the pins against the bottom of the saber. So I want to swap that core, like that Profi board, into a different chassis. But I can't get the battery connectors off. Like,
you can't get the battery connectors off?
I don't want to break it. I don't know if there's like a trick to it. So we can figure that out one day. For sure.
Like, you're trying to take all of the electronics out of that core
and put it into another piece of plastic, pretty much.
Okay, so the way that I've noticed that the cores work is, and generally this is how it works. I don't have any core to compare right now, but there's like this little pin here. There's like it's kind of hard to explain. I'm just gonna use my phone for example. So you've got like the connector, and it kind of like bends forward on one side, and the battery's connected to it like right here.
Right.
It bends forward, and then it's like soldered to the back, and it goes straight down into the board. So the only way that I can like see that you'd be able to do that is
mine's a little different. Mine's wired. Yeah, it's not soldered straight to the board. It's just wired. Let me show you. Well, we'll go over that on the Discord call.
Yeah, I'm like, because the pad that the battery connects to, it's soldered, and so the only way that you'd be able to take that off is you'd probably have to grab a soldering iron and unsolder that, because it's not like something that you can just pop out.
Yeah, so if you want to stick around after, we're gonna end this here in a little bit, but after we can talk about it once we end this. I just want to get to these questions.
All right.
Can I be on the podcast next? We can talk after this as well. Hit me up on Discord. Crispy, if you're down too, bro, let me know.
Is it worth to get a Saber Forge and get it installed? It depends on your price point. If you have the money and you think that it's worth it, they have some really good hilts.
Bro, you guys got me thinking now.
I know, but their electronics are less than good. They are known for, I mean, they're getting better now, but they are not known for having great electronics on the inside of their sabers. Even their like eco stuff with like eco Profi sabers, they're like really outdated electronics. And a lot of people have had complaints where like they don't get back to you very quickly on like email. But I installed a Saber Forge Adamant, like I said, and it is so cool after it's installed with a Profi board or like electronics. I absolutely think it's worth it, because this Saber's bassy, that Saber's resonance chamber was so cool. It was the bassiest Saber I've ever held, and I have like 7 lightsabers. It was so cool.
So
like, it would shake in my hand.
I have my Electrum Saber posted on Facebook. I'm trying to sell it. But if I sell it successfully, what I was planning on getting, I don't know if you saw, I'll pull it up. Master Allen on Level Up Lightsaber, he dropped an Akula pack. So Akula is his like #1 affiliate. Nice. He's made the most sales for him. So he dropped this pack. Let me share my screen.
I'm trying to get a sponsorship for a while. I'm surprised that I haven't.
Let me get rid of this comment.
Is that the Akula?
Right here, Akula package.
Oh, so nice. Is it like the mini maul or?
It's the mini maul.
Nice.
But it comes with 2 short blades for staff. Comes with one 30-inch blade for single, with a blade plug for the other end, so you can use it single.
Yeah.
And then it comes with an extra saber seat too.
Is that Xenopixel or is that
Xeno?
Nice.
So I was gonna buy this. But now that we're talking about it, I may get it installed.
It's not cheap to get sabers installed. Is that just empty?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, that's rough. Yeah. I keep forgetting how expensive here. Saber Electronics do initiate no blade electronics. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at Saber Forge hilts. They've got some really, really nice hilts. I think. Let me actually pull it up real quick, because they've got some cool curved hilts.
$299. For just the empty hilt.
For just the empty hilt. That's like, ouch.
Yeah, no way. I'm not doing that yet. No way.
Nah, I mean, if you get like the Bane, that's really cool.
I just love this thing roasting so clean.
Yeah, I really.
How much does
great?
How much does Solo Saber charge?
I don't actually know. It depends on I think you just have to contact him and ask. But it depends on what you want, what board. If you want like a crystal chamber, what like sound fonts you want put on there because that costs extra. And it's like it's pretty crazy. Let me do Elite Sabers and see what's on here. The the Bane Mark II is really cool. The Cyber Assassin.
That's what really Cole just got.
The Mark II. Yeah. I mean, like I'm jealous of that one. Like that one's really sick.
Dang, he answered me so fast. He already answered me.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I literally.
Oh wait, I think that one. It's an automated response.
No, he said depends on what you want.
Oh, never mind.
I'll message him after this is over. But
nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and end this. I like to keep these around an hour, but we can definitely get you back on one day.
I think if I were to get a Saber, it would be the Vanquish from Saber Forge. I think that one's really
I'll have to
sick.
check that out.
It's like a purple Dooku inspired. It's very cool.
Yeah. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but all right.
Yeah, it's
we're gonna go ahead and end this here. I'm gonna have to decide now if I want to get an Saber or the Akula package. I'll probably go with the Akula just because you get the 3 blades and it's like the most versatile thing. So.
Yeah, and then you can use the blades for other sabers.
Yeah, I don't have a Saber staff anymore. That's I used to have a baselet one, but I got rid of it.
Nice.
So yeah, I think I might go with that. But anyways, thank you so much for hopping on the podcast.
I enjoyed it. It's my first podcast experience, and I've had a blast. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and if you ever want to like organize another thing, you want me on here ever, I'm free like Tuesday through Thursday most of the time.
Sweet.
So like whenever you let me know and hit me up, and I'll definitely be there. Like.
Thank you guys so much for how much is what? Yeah. He said how much the Akula package? It's $420.
Yeah. Sorry.
$419.99. Is that better?
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Thank you guys for all stopping by.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, Cole, if you see this. I already said thank you, but thank you again for stopping by. We'll definitely get you back on because you didn't have a full episode. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
See ya. Peace.